Do you ever feel like no matter what you achieve, it never feels enough? You tell yourself, once I get that job, or once I find that person, or once I move to some country, then I'll be happy. But every time you reach that goal, the feeling fades away and your mind is chasing for the next thing. It's like happiness is one step away. That's exactly what Marcus Aurelius said. The more you want, the less peace you'll have. Because maybe happiness isn't found in getting everything we want, but in finally being okay with what is. We live in a world that constantly whispers, you're not enough yet. Your phone shows you better bodies, better lives, better vacations. Even the self-help culture sometimes sell the same idea of you constantly upgrading/fixing yourself. And so we keep wanting more money, more validation, more calm, more love. It sounds productive, but it is actually a trap. Marcus wrote, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The moment I read that line, it hit me. Most of my sadness came from not what was happening, but from my resistance to it. We think that peace comes after success, but what if peace comes before? Every time you say, I'll be happy when so and so thing happens, you're pushing happiness into the future. So you're basically saying, right now isn't enough. That's what Marcus was warning about. He wasn't against ambition, he was against dependency. Wanting things isn't wrong, but the moment your peace depends on them, you lose control of your life. This is where Marcus's philosophy becomes almost painfully relevant to modern life. He was the emperor of Rome. He could command armies, change the law, have anything he wanted. Yet, he reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you'll find strength. That's the line that separates anxiety from acceptance. When you focus on what's in your control, your actions, your attitude, you stop being victim of everything that is not. But we don't live that way, do we? We get anxious when things don't move fast enough. We get frustrated when life doesn't follow our plan. The more we resist, the more life feels like it's fighting back. Marcus would say, you're not fighting life, you're fighting your expectations of it. And that brings us to the second part, the thing that changed everything for him and can for us too. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means seeing things as they are. When something goes wrong, we don't just see the event. We see 1,000 shoulds around it. This shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have failed. But the reality doesn't care about should. Reality is what it is. Marcus faced betrayal, war, sickness, and still, in his private journal, he wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but your estimate of it. He trained his mind to stop before reacting, to ask, is this within my control? And if the answer was no, he'll just let it go. Now, it's not easy. It's one of the hardest things to do because our ego loves control. It wants to shape every outcome, fix every person, force every situation. But acceptance is simply asking yourself, I don't like this situation, but I accept that it's here. So what can I do now? There's a story that captures this perfectly. When Marcus's closest general betrayed him by joining forces with his enemy, everyone expected revenge, rage. Instead, Marcus said, it was bound to happen someday. The fault lies in thinking he would never do it. This is called clarity. He didn't deny the pain, he just refused to let it control him. He just accepted that betrayal happens, that people act as what is best in their interest, not by your expectations. And when you start thinking that way about your problems, the noise in your head gets quieter. You start responding instead of reacting. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what now? That's when life stops feeling it's happening to you and starts happening through you. Marcus lived through the chaos of an empire collapsing, yet he wrote about gratitude, perspective, and peace. He accepted them so deeply that they lost their power over him. And maybe that is the secret. When you stop wanting the world to change, the world stops feeling heavy.